بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين وبعد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How's everybody doing? Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullahu khairan for all coming. Barakallahu feekum. And welcome to our 2017 NYCMC Employee Appreciation Luncheon. Alhamdulillah, last year we had the dinner. This year we switched it up a bit and actually are doing a luncheon. So we're going to begin right away, inshallah ta'ala. With the rain, we had a little bit of a delay. So we're going to begin right away. And the first thing that I'd like to talk about today, inshallah ta'ala, is a little bit of introduction as well as a quick recap of the employee plan. So we usually get, I handle some of the HR, paperwork. A lot of people ask me questions about the plan itself. So I just like to go over some of the basics. That way everybody's on the same page, inshallah ta'ala. Then as we proceed with the afternoon, inshallah, we'll have some presentations from the NYCMC directors, our CEO, as well as a delicious lunch, inshallah ta'ala. So the first thing that I wanted to go over and recap is in regards to the pay raise scale. So alhamdulillah, in 2015, we made a decision that we were going to make a 10-year plan for NYCMC employees. And in 2016, we actually launched the plan where we basically have yearly raises that are given to NYCMC employees. So all of the employees are getting raises yearly. In 2016, it was a 2% raise. 2017, which was January, was a 1.5% raise. Then in 2018, 1.5. 2019 will be 1.5. 2020 is the big jump, 3% raise, inshallah ta'ala. So cumulatively for the 5 years, the first 5 years of this plan, employees are getting a 9.8, about 10% overall raise, alhamdulillah. And then on top of that, the plan also extends, as mentioned, for 10 total years. So in 2021, it'll also be 2%. 2022 will be 1.5, 2023 1.5, 2024 1.5, and in the year 2025, inshallah ta'ala, provided we're all here and everything is going well, it'll be a 3% raise as well, inshallah ta'ala. So cumulatively, after 10 total years, employees will be getting 20.7% raise in their salary. Allahu Akbar. So this is amazing, alhamdulillah. We thank Allah Azza wa Jal for allowing this to happen, and we hope that inshallah ta'ala it makes your experience working at NYCMC, I know it makes my experience, a wonderful experience. Now on top of that, we had also announced, and I'd just like to review in regards to the 10-year employee package, the vesting plan. So we have had a lot of questions in regards to this, so I want to clarify and basically go over the basics of it as well. So the first thing is, yes, there is the 10-year plan. We had mentioned it last year as well. This is for, number one, full-time employees of the center, as well as number two, the years of employment go calendar-based. So they go from January to December for a complete year. So say, for example, someone starts, let's say, working in September for New York City Muslim Center full-time, whether they're a teacher at Wellspring, a director at the masjid, director at FCAT, or wherever they're working at the center. It could be Zujaja. If they start working in September, that means their first year starts from when? That January, right? So let's say, for example, someone started September 2016 or September 2015, let's use, right? So September 2015, that means their first year will be the complete year of 2016. So that's how basically the years are calculated, right? So when you think back, okay, I started in 2011, but my first January was in 2012, and that's how the years go. Is everybody okay with that? I know we had a lot of questions in regards to that. All right, great. So based on this plan, for full-time employees, basically after 5 years of continuous employment at the center, full-time employees are vested into the 10-year plan, and they earn a trip to Umrah. Allahu Akbar. So basically the center, New York City Muslim Center, will be providing a trip for that employee to go to Umrah after 5 years of completion, right? So that means if you worked all of 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, in 2021, you would be getting that trip for Umrah, inshallah ta'ala. Now we also made the decision in regards to 10 years that employees that work at the center for 10 years, I hope all of you guys, inshallah ta'ala, work for the center for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, that employees earn a trip to Hajj. Allahu Akbar. So we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to accept of it. I hope to see you all, inshallah ta'ala, in 10 years going to Hajj. That'll be amazing. And, we ask Allah Azza wa Jal to grant us success in this, inshallah ta'ala. Allahumma ameen. So anybody just had any questions before we move forward? Because usually we're bombarded throughout the whole year. Okay, awesome. So with that, we're going to continue basically with our presentation. Inshallah ta'ala, we're going to begin with why NYCMC with our CEO, Sheikh Shakil Humayun. Sheikh Shakil.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wahda wa salatu wa salam ala man la nabiyya ba'da amma ba'd. It's good to see all of you again. The question, why NYCMC? We're going to answer that question by going to the book of Allah subhanahu. Now, I'm not saying that NYCMC is in the Quran, but I'm saying we're going to go to the book of Allah to get that answer. Allah subhanahu told the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ, that when you finish, when you're free, then get tired. Become tired in worship. So the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ took that verse and applied it in his life. The Prophet ﷺ would stand in salah and worship Allah until his feet would be swollen. Now the interesting thing is that Allah subhanahu said to the Prophet ﷺ, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ, that when you become free from what? When you become free from worship, meaning the obligatory forms of worship, when you're free and you finish the obligatory forms of worship, fansab, then become tired in doing the optional forms of worship. So here we find that the Prophet ﷺ then exhorted his efforts in the worship of Allah subhanahu jalla wa ala until he became tired. The companions would stand in salah, and for long hours. We have narrations that talk about the surahs, the multiple surahs, the long surahs they would recite, the efforts they would put in the acts of worship. Now, becoming tired is prescribed by Allah subhanahu. We as Muslims are not afraid of hard work because it's prescribed by Allah subhanahu jalla wa ala. It's part of our deen. It is the sunnah of Allah that when He wants to grant success, He prescribes that the people become tired. Now the word nasab was used in the ayah, not ta'ab. Ta'ab means to become tired. But nasab means that the person is tired from his head to his toe. He's tired from the core of his body. The person is completely tired. And when a person does that, Allah subhanahu then grants success. Allah subhanahu then gives from His treasures. Allah subhanahu gave the secrets of His will and His decree to Musa alayhi salatu wasalam and Yusha bin Nun when he told them to go meet a man who was Khidr to learn about the secrets of his qadr, his qada, his decree. And when they traveled in this journey, Musa alayhi salam said to Yusha bin Nun, لَقَدْ لَقِينَ مِنْ سَفَرِنَا هَذَا نَصَبًا, that we have suffered in this journey of ours fatigue. They traveled and traveled and traveled until their body had nasab from the head to toe to the core of their body. They were tired. And that is when they became tired. He asked Yusha for the food, for the fish. They realized they forgot it and they turned back and they met Khidr only after they became tired. Now, someone may say, what, Islam requires us to be tired. Islam requires us to do hard work. But the verse that comes next, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ وَإِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ, and then long towards your Lord, is coupled with the verse before it. Because when you couple hard work with passion, your tiredness becomes sweet. When the Prophet ﷺ stood in salah and his feet were swollen, because it was coupled with passion, because it was coupled with a longing to his Lord, because it was coupled with this motivation and zeal to earn rewards, that tiredness, that standing became sweet. Musa alayhi salam and Yusha bin Nun, their hard work of travel became sweet because they did it for Allah subhanahu jalla wa ala. So our hard work becomes sweet when we do it for Allah subhanahu and when it's coupled with passion. So today, we are here to celebrate your hard work, your passion, and the great work that you all do for Allah subhanahu jalla wa ala. NYCMC, the New York City Muslim Center, as most of you know, or if not all, comprises of three major branches. We have Masjid Isa bin Maryam, Jesus, the Son of Mary Mosque. We have FCAD, the Foundation for Knowledge and Development. And we have Wellspring Elementary and Middle and Inshallah High School. These are the three major branches. We've added Zujaja as a fourth branch. There are other endeavors that are not made into branches, but there are endeavors that are happening, like the efforts that are happening in the foster care, efforts that are happening in charity, and so on and so forth. These four branches, FCAD, Masjid Isa bin Maryam, Wellspring, and Zujaja, make up New York City Muslim Center, and we're one big family. The first branch, which started it all about 11 years ago, was the Foundation for Knowledge and Development, which was the seed of what we have here today, which started in Astoria in 2006, as many of you know. The Foundation for Knowledge and Development is all about changing lives for the better. Whether it be in Arabic 360, where a father brought his student to register to learn about Arabic. The student did not want to be there. The student just graduated from high school and had no idea what to do with his life, was aimless, did not have motivation, did not want to take this Arabic course. Why is my father putting me in a 1-year-long Arabic course? What am I going to do with Arabic? This student, after a few weeks, got interested into the Arabic, which got him interested into the Quran. Today, he's a graduate of that 1-year Arabic program. He speaks Arabic. He mentors others in the Arabic language. And he has motivation and direction in his life. Whether it be a student that came in the FCAT ADP course, the Clean Deen, which talks about the fiqh of tahara, the fiqh of purification. This student happened to be a non-Muslim lady who came just to see what is Islam all about, who sat and learned about the details that Islam had regarding just the concept of purification and how it tied purification with the Creator. That non-Muslim lady sitting in the classroom decided that she wanted to be Muslim and took Shahada and changed her life. This is what FCAT is all about. And I would like to invite on the stage the person who is spearheading the efforts and changing lives through the FCAT model, someone who is our superstar and who we appreciate all her efforts and her work, the director of the Foundation for Knowledge and Development, Sister Nadia. Clapping is halal, don't worry.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I want to thank everyone for coming out today and attending our event. FCAD has seen thousands of students pass through our doors. Through our associate's degree program in Arabic and Islamic studies, students' lives have changed. In 2015, we had our first ADP graduation, and in 2016, we had our first Arabic 360 graduation. Alhamdulillah, 39 students have graduated with Arabic and Islamic studies degrees. Many of our graduates have now gone on to teach at FCAD and are now changing many lives. Our next ADP graduation will be in 2018, and inshallah, the next batch of graduates will continue to change people's lives. Inshallah, we will now be giving out the certificates to our FCAD employees who have helped us work so hard for this goal. I'd like to call Ustad Zakaria Baksh. Mamanur Raihan. Atif Chisti. And Kevin Lapaya. Where's Kevin? Kevin? Okay. Kevin.
He's coming out.
Thank you all for all your hard work and dedication. Go that way.
Stay here. So you're gonna
There's something wrong with
Congratulations to our FCAD employees for the great hard work and effort that they've done. We'll give them another round of applause. Next is Masjid Isa bin Maryam, the Jesus Son of Mary Mosque, where it's all about how can the masjid help our community. Helping the community starts with our community immediately at our location, whether that be the masjid picking up the snow when it snows, and I hear it snows a lot in New York, or that when it snows, the first thing the masjid does, it picks up the snow of our neighbors in front of their houses, and then the masjid picks up the snow in front of its property. Whether that means assisting and helping our community in many ways, including a sister that called us, a young lady who called us, 19 years old, who became Muslim. Excuse me. A young lady who was 19 years old who became Muslim, and her father decided to kick her out of the house. She had nowhere to go, and Masjid Isa bin Maryam was there for her to provide emotional support, provide support to find accommodations, and be there for her even until today. Masjid Isa bin Maryam was established just for this purpose. How can we help you? How can we help the community? And the works that happen, that some may be visible, and a lot that happens behind the scenes that go on, again, is spearheaded again by our superstar sister Nadia. We appreciate her hard work with the community, and the work that she's doing at the masjid. So I would like to invite her one more time to come up and appreciate the employees that she's working with. Jazakumullah khair.
Masjid Isa is a staple in our community. Our facility helps over 1,000+ people benefit on a weekly basis, whether it's the youth at our Quran memorization program, Saturday children's program, and open gym night. Our mentors work hard to help our youth develop their American Muslim identity. Also through Monday Night Boost, Quran Refresh, and Gardens of the Righteous, where attendees strengthen their iman. I sincerely would like to thank all of you for your continued support. You all make my job easier, and it's great here working with everyone. Alhamdulillah, I've been given the opportunity to work at all 3 branches of NYCMC, and I really see the growth and development of not only the community, but you all here. I pray Allah blesses us for all our efforts. Ameen. I'd like to call up our Imam Nuh Kaukab. Brother Daoud, Brother Bilal, Brother Nishan, I'd like to call up the sisters now. Aya, Wari Shahoda, Tanha Tabassum, and Radia Ishmael.
And I'm just going to call out Nadia Razak so she can receive her certificate of recognition. Our next branch is Wellspring Elementary and Middle School, where learning is enjoyable. We've taken a different approach to learning. We believe school should not be boring, it should be enjoying. And the enjoyment that the students, alhamdulillah, experience, you can vividly see it on our Wellspring's Facebook page. We had a young student who came to school and was not shy to say that she hated this school. She hated her teachers. She hated her students. She hated everything. Thank God Fox News was not there that day. And she just hated everything about education. She was not she was not performing at all in regards to any academic requirements. But going through Wellspring and starting to feel the enjoyment that permeates the classrooms, she started to love the teachers, love her students, love the school. And now she openly says she loves art. And now not only is she doing good in her academics, she is proud and confident and loves to present on stage. She loves public speaking and speaks about the value of the month. So this enjoyment is what is motivating our kids. We have children who came to Wellspring and refused to write more than one paragraph. They hated writing. They disliked it. Now these kids, after experiencing the enjoyment and the infusion of keyboarding and writing technologies in the classroom that our teachers implement, making an enjoyable experience, these kids are not just writing one paragraph. They are now publishing little booklets of several pages with being proud of their work and their effort. So it's been a phenomenal year so far at Wellspring Elementary, and spearheading this great work, I would like to invite on stage our superstar, the creative director of Wellspring Elementary, Sister Jamila Jones. And we would like to present to her first the certificate of recognition for her hard work, and she will now present for the rest of the employees. Jazakallah khairan. Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
What do you say? Wellspring?
Wellspring.
Thank you. I don't know if you can.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you for coming out on this in the middle of a nor'easter on a Saturday. Did you guys clock in? I want to say, as many of you know, this is my first year here, but alhamdulillah, it's been a wonderful experience, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because of the staff of Wellspring Elementary and Middle School. I was embraced lovingly by everyone, and when I first came here, I think my first day may have been on a Friday, and I was able to meet some people some teachers who were trying to, they were on a corner or in front of a supermarket trying to elicit some people to come and spark some interest for Wellspring. And I remember saying, it's 100 degrees. And yes, I'm talking about Uzma and Aklima and Hina and even Sadia one day. And if you guys weren't there that day, then I know on some of the Fridays when I was here, you guys were here as well. And if I forget anyone, I apologize. But I also remember Ms. Sharifa welcoming me and helping me initially because we didn't really have the office support. And you guys were doing it free of charge. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Because, you know, where I come from, you have to pay for, you know, people's time. So, I was very taken aback by the commitment that the Wellspring staff had in trying to ensure that the school grew and could become, you know, potentially much better than, you know, where we were at that time. The other thing is once school started, you guys came together, you guys worked together. Every day wasn't a great day, but I noticed that everybody worked together no matter what. Even if they were upset with one another, when push came to shove, everyone supported one another. And it's not just the teaching staff, but also the security staff, the custodial staff, the other staff members as well. So I just want to take some time to say thank you to a couple of people. The first person that I would like to recognize is someone who always says I forget her. And I want her to know today that she is not forgotten and she's number one, Ms. Shanaz. Come. She takes, from the time she walks in to the time she leaves in the evening, she is dedicated to the students of Wellspring, to the parents of Wellspring, on top of making delicious and nutritious lunches for our students. The next person I would like to recognize, and I'm not sure if he's here because I didn't see him, but it's the man responsible for ensuring that our school stays clean and smelling fresh. Is Abdul Rashid here? I'll text him later. But please let's give a round of applause to Brother Abdul Rashid, who does, it's very backbreaking, laborious work, trying to clean all the classrooms, the kitchen, and a lot of times he also cleans the masjid, and it's very hard work. I would never want that for myself, but I believe he should be recognized for his hard work, so just text him, let him know that I did shout him out. The next group of people that I would like to recognize are the security staff that work for Wellspring, that keep us safe every single day. I would like to thank Yoki, who is our substitute gym teacher. Harris, who's our fish maintainer. Where's Harris? He's not here? What? Matthew, our fierce lyricist, Matthew. Come on up, guys. Alhamdulillah, these are, and I'm sorry, Luffy, come. Our technology guru. Anytime our computers and our smart boards have gone down, he has tried his best. Before we got the new tech team to help us out, and a lot of times it was really silly and simple issues that, such as we just didn't plug it in or we didn't put the power on. So I would like to present these certificates of recognition. Yoki. Matthew Gonzalez. Ludwig Hillman. I'll take a picture with you guys. Just move down a little bit. Paris, come on, come on, come on. Don't jump up on the stage. Just come on one of the sides. Thank you for maintaining our fish and our fish tanks every single day. Thank you, Harris. Thank you. You sit there. I'll take it. Moving to the teaching staff, I would like to start with a group that I don't get to a lot of times. That is our Quran and Arabic staff, who, they're not that they're forgotten, it's just that majority of the work ends up coming with the elementary teachers. So today I would like to thank and honor, I'll start with Quran. So Ms. Marwa, I would like to thank you. We have students now that have memorized half the Quran, and that's all because of your hard work and dedication. I would also like to thank from the Arabic staff, Ms. Negwa. I know I say Najwa, but I know you guys say Negwa. But Negwa El Kosh, who has taken on the responsibility of teaching Arabic. Sit down. And she is a very hard worker, mashallah. So, I'm going to call him up. And I would also like to call up Nagwa Shamis, who's joined us this year as an assistant and has also helped, and they work together very well as a team, which is why they don't necessarily need me as much. Okay. Thank you, ladies. You can come this way. Okay, so now I want to move to the academic subjects. Let's start with pre-K. This team works day in and day out very hard, setting the foundation for students to be able to succeed as they progress throughout their academics. Sister Marwa, who I want to say, the words that come to my mind when I think of her is perseverance, hard work, dedication, but also shy. And I also want to say that she does have a counterpart, Sister Farhana, who she's not necessarily the opposite, but she balances her out very well, especially when it comes to shyness, being a little bit more aggressive. And I think they're a phenomenal team that work with our pre-K students every single day. So I would like to ask you guys to come to the stage, please. Don't be shy, come on. If Muhammad was here running around looking for his gloves, you guys would be speaking a different tune. Brother Billy, they're not going to take a picture, okay? But thank you, ladies, okay? Okay. Wow, no problem. Okay, our next team is dedicated to teaching our kindergartners and first graders. As I stated before, Sharifa Khan is, she's been here quite a number of years and she's very familiar and she's been very instrumental in helping me transition to being able to do my job. On top of that, being very dedicated to the kids of our kindergarten class. I'm gonna say something about her. Everybody knows it. What I love about her is that she's so OCD with getting everything done before time and makes everybody else, she puts everybody else to shame. I ask for something to be done on Friday, it's done by Monday afternoon. When everybody else is asking for an extension at 3 o'clock on Friday, Sharifa has always gotten it done early. I would also, first grade, Sadia, I don't know what even to say. she's like the big sister I never had. Because I'm the oldest. But she comes to work every day with a smile on her face, and she works in very creative ways that are maybe sometimes different than others, but she's always trying to find a way to make a difference in the lives of each and every one of those first graders, and it's shown. She's creative, she's savvy, she's very smart when it comes to instruction. And they also have a hardworking assistant that's with them every day, Sister Mahajibin. I don't want to call you Mahi. And together, they are a solid team that helps work with the kindergarten and first graders. So I would like to ask you guys to come to the stage. The next grade levels that I want to discuss is second and third grade. Second grade, Ms. Shahana, who happens to be my child's teacher, and I wanted to say publicly that I'm thoroughly pleased with you being my child's teacher. I think he's grown tremendously from having you as a teacher. She's very dedicated, always willing to learn, is self-critical, always takes any criticism that I say and tries to apply it to make herself a better teacher. And it takes a professional in order to do something like that. And Miss Henna, my savvy, very creative as well, down-to-earth teacher who is not willing to admit that she needs help. And I think that, no, that is very admirable. She has no problem coming and saying, Miss, I need help with this. And, I have no problem trying to help. I think that's, like I said, it's very admirable for a teacher to be willing to admit, sometimes that they need help. She knows that in her creativity is also shown in her kids as well. Even though sometimes they're like, oh, why is third grade doing this? Why is third grade doing that? But they take after their teacher, not in the rambunctious ways, but they take after their smart, witty, and creative ways from Ms. Henna. And Ms. Aklima, who is their assistant, and I say sometimes, I just notice, like, I haven't heard third grade today. Well, I wonder what happened. I'm like, oh, Ms. Henna's absent. So I want to say that Aklima is really the backbone for the second and third grade being as productive as they could be. So thank you, ladies. Come on up. So the last grade that we have in our elementary is fourth grade. And I want to say, Mrs. Zimba, you said something to me that I will never forget. I've never really heard a teacher say before. And she said that it was an honor to have her kids and that it would be an honor to follow them and to be their teacher for the next year. And I've never really heard anyone really ever say that about their kids. She's always trying hard. She's always thinking of something new. She's always coming to me for permission to do something. And I'm like, you guys have the flexibility to do it. I give you permission to be creative. I give you the permission to do what you think you need to do to make sure that your students are well prepared for the next grade. And like I said, just to hear that, it softened my heart. It warmed my heart to hear that somebody was honored to have these students as their, to be their teacher. And she treats these students like they're her own children. She's very motherly to them. And it shows in how they respond and how they react to you and also how they've done academically. So thank you, Ms. Nazima. I want to also acknowledge Sister Noor, who usually, until a few days ago, was the assistant for fourth grade, but I kind of snagged her to be my assistant. As you know, my bestie left. And so I've had to have someone in the office. But Noor, I just want to say you've been doing a phenomenal job. She is a really good salesperson, and she's been getting a lot of parents to register and apply for admission to Wellspring, and it's a pleasure having her. And I just want to say also, I think Noor just also learned me, and every time maybe I'm annoyed or I'm not feeling the best, she always puts Quran on, and I always like have a tear in my eye, and I look at her and I just say thank you. So I want to thank you today, Noor. And Nazima, you can come up. Bring her, bring her. Come on, sweetie. Okay, no. And middle school. Oh, my middle school teachers. I'm looking for Fatiha. I don't see her. Oh, of course you're late. Of course you'll be late to like one of the biggest things where I'm trying to celebrate teaching and learning. All right, so my middle school group, who are very different and have to be very different than the elementary students. Our kids are in between. They're kids one day, they think they're adults the next day, and that's why we call them tweens. And it's a really big challenge to try to teach those age ranges. And so what ends up happening is that there's a lot of conversations with me in my office about the best way to deal with them, the best way to tackle situations with them, so that they're not they're not children who are being punished, but rather we're advocating for them and making sure that they have safe spaces so that they can continue to grow and mature into the adults we want them to be. And it takes, as you know the saying, it takes a village. It takes a whole village to try to get these kids. The teachers working together with their parents, with me, just trying to make sure that they're excelling. And so I want to thank you guys every single day for doing it, because they're not an easy bunch. High school's different. Middle school is they're a different bunch. So I want to thank you, because it takes a lot of hard work. I know sometimes you want to go home banging your head against the wall, but thank you for persevering and being with our kids. So I'm going to ask Sister Uzma, Sister Faiza, and we'll save one for Sister Fatiha as well. There's also a few other people that I would just like to briefly mention. Our PE teacher, Tashima Sparrow, who could not be here with us today. But I would like to say that I believe our kids from Ms. Tashima learn great skills such as leadership, coordination, perseverance, and I wish she was here so that I could publicly, thank her amongst everyone, but she'll get the message. So I just want to say thank you, Ms. Tashima. She does some coaching over the weekend, so she couldn't be with us. And I would also like to thank publicly, I know you already got recognized, Brother Zakaria, but I would like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You've been an integral part of not only our children developing Islamically, but also the adults. So those of you who don't know, Brother Zakaria gives a lecture every Monday not a lecture, a talk, or of the topics of their choosing of the staff of Wellspring. And I think that it's been one of the things that has been very instrumental in developing the Islamic character of the adults as well. So I just want to thank you, Brother Zakaria. And finally, Sister Amal. I know, Sister Amal's on maternity leave, but I see her here today, so I would like to welcome you to the stage. I'll give you a little certificate as well. Because even though you haven't been here, full time, you still have been working. I know you have. So I'll thank you guys for, again, being here today. And the one thing that I would like to leave with the staff, not just my teaching staff, but the other staff members that are here, and also the staff of NYCMC, is keep growing. Never stop learning, strive for the best. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Sister Jamila. And education is a very, very difficult job. It's not easy at all. And just to put it into perspective for some of the guys out here, when your wives tell you to babysit the kids, after 3 hours, you're about to pull your hair out. Now imagine 20 kids for a full day, every hour with you, and then you have to take care of their education, make sure they're learning, then assessments involved, and it's really, really difficult to do, and alhamdulillah, Jamila and her team are doing a phenomenal job. Let's give them another round of applause. At NYCMC, we don't really have the luxury to have these 4 organizations or branches and just run them only. Our community is growing rapidly. Many of you may know that as soon as we moved here, all the houses here started being bought out. Some of our neighbors are Muslims and non-Muslims are happy because now they can sell their house for almost double the price than it was before. And the demand for, you can't even find housing here, rent, or to buy a house. It's extremely, extremely difficult. So as our community is moving in and is growing, we can't, delay focusing on NYCMC growth. We have to focus on growth while we are maintaining and running the current branches that we have. And we have a brother who's behind the NYCMC growth in fund development, in behind the expansion plan, dealing with the architects, the contractors, the GCs, the engineer, and the infamous building department of New York City, which is rated to be the most difficult, the worst building department in all of the United States of America, right? So behind that, love to appreciate today the brother Kareem Hassan, who is spearheading that work. Brother Kareem. Jazakumullah khairan. We can shake hands, right?
Yes, we can shake hands.
Good.
Bismillah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So before we talk about the growth, I just want to give a shout out to my wife, very supportive of me. Jazakallahu khairan, may Allah reward you. Usually she's dealing with all the headaches and stress that I come home with. So Jazakallahu khairan, may Allah reward you. So about NYCMC, I wanted to just quickly recap 2 quick things. I know a lot of times when we have events and we're trying to do things like expand our center with fundraisers, a lot of the staff is just running all over the place. Usually they don't get to take part and actually learn about the presentations and what we've done. So I just want to do that as a quick recap, especially for the Wellspring staff. I know you guys are usually with your students in the classrooms when we have the Key to Awesomeness. So I just want to go over it. So as you guys know, we had opened our center in 2011 with $2.37 million in loans. Right, so the center was a $3 million purchase. Out of $3 million, 2.37 was in loans. They were non-interest bearing loans. I can't tell you how many death stares I got when I usually tell people about these loans. They were non-interest bearing, alhamdulillah. They were community based. And alhamdulillah, this year, we've actually been able to pay off the full amount. And we currently have a balance in our property of $0. Allahu Akbar. So this is amazing. This is definitely first and foremost by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and of course with all of your guys' support, with all of your help, these events that we do to make these things happen, I can't thank you enough for everything that you guys do. And it also shows, alhamdulillah, that we've been doing a lot in 5 years to basically be able to pay off this. This is amazing, alhamdulillah. Now in regards to our expansion project, I just wanted to quickly recap that as well. We announced the expansion project in 2014. Our architectural plans was completed in 2015. Alhamdulillah, we have received the Department of Buildings approval. I was hoping not to hear about them today, but they brought back some bad memories, but we got their approval, alhamdulillah. And we are currently at the phase where we are taking construction bids. So I know a lot of times the staff just sees me randomly, like with some, 2, 3 guys walking around the facility. Sometimes I have to knock into the classrooms and come in. It's usually the guys who are providing us with bids for the construction project. Inshallah ta'ala will begin when we have the funds. As you see also, we have images of the expansion project that are around the gym, so you could take a look and see what it's actually going to look like. Our center will expand into high school. We'll have elevator access. The gym will be redone. We'll have expanded masjid space, a sisters area, bathrooms are expanded. It's a great project, alhamdulillah. As mentioned, it is approved by the Department of Buildings, so we are moving forward as fast as possible. And then I also wanted to also recap in regards to the collections for the expansion project. So when we were actually, working on fund development in 2016, we were pushing for our loans to get done, and in some events we were pushing for the expansion project to get done, right? So some people were like, whoa, you got two things going on here. Is it the same? Is it different? We have completely different bank accounts for them. They're two different areas. The loans have been paid off and are done, and we've also been collecting funds for our expansion project. So as of the end of business on yesterday, we've actually hit the 1.1 million mark. Allahu Akbar. So basically, these are the funds that we have that are ready to go for the expansion project. Everything that we do with the expansion project, this is a separate collection as compared to the loans. So may Allah reward all of you guys, inshallah ta'ala, and may Allah Azza wa Jalla allow this expansion project to happen. It's going to be great. We have a growing community, and we definitely can use the extra space. So, jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Yes, that's some heavy stuff there. So all you guys were wondering why Kareem has been gaining weight, especially his wife. Now you know. That's difficult work. The cortisol does it to you. But may Allah subhanahu reward him. Let's give him another round of applause. Next is our Zujaja branch, where we enter the cyber world. We had Zujaja, some of you know, that was basically launched in a beta version. And we have our director of Zujaja, who you probably don't really see much because he doesn't like to be seen in public. He's usually backstage, usually populated with machines and artwork. Almost all the designs that you see, the flyers, the videos, the awesome videos, the trailers, is pumping out of one individual by Allah's help. And we love to appreciate and hear what's coming up new for Zujaja, our beloved brother who's been with us since FCAT in Astoria for many years. Brother Adi Ardianto, would love to invite him up stage and appreciate his hard work. It's okay, you can come out, Adi. You can leave the computers for a little bit. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you. This is my first time to be on the stage here. So, just imagine that. Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah mabad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Firstly, my hair. My wife kept telling me to have a haircut, but I told her, just wait until the luncheon. Okay, my name is Adi Ardianto. People call me Adi, or Indonesian people call me Ardi. Okay, I'm a Zujaja director, but here I'm just gonna give you some description because some of you probably don't know what Zujaja is. And my job here is producing video and designing graphics for NYCMC to develop a thriving community. So we are giving service to you guys. We have now Friday khutbah being live streamed. We have weekly Monday night booths being live streamed. So we realize the importance of video Why video? If you want to create an experience, if you want to tell a story, if you want people to feel something, video really should be a part of it. Look what they say. Video will account for 80% of all internet traffic by 2019. 64% in 2014. Cisco. You know what Cisco is, right? It's a giant tech company. Another one. 90% of the social networks content will be video-based by next year. Who said that? Mark Zuckerberg. Who know? You know Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. This is crazy. 500 million people are watching Facebook videos every day. Scrolling the video, scrolling the cell phone, it's an automatic play. That's why, we keep watching video every day. It's based on the report, Q3 in 2015. So just imagine that probably now 800 million. Okay, NYCMC, we have, for the video, we have two major target audience. The first one, a student of knowledge, like you guys. You guys love to learn Islam in a systematic way. And they are, this is actually the majority, regular internet users. There are people who are busy, or there are people who have a very, very short attention span. A lot of them are young generation. They cannot just sit and watch 1 hour lecture. So we are trying to cater to these two target audience. For student of knowledge, as we know, we have Foundation for Knowledge and Development. And their associate's degree program courses are already stored in Livestream. So we are using livestream.com as our platform to livestream our courses for livestream students and to store the videos for people who want to review or to watch the videos anytime, anywhere. Okay, this is, for you who are not familiar with the livestream.com, for you who are registered as a livestream students, you will be given an access, and I'm sure many of you already have access because you guys are, some of you are full-time employees here. So this is the interface. It's very simple. We have list of videos here. This is a fresh quiz, Fiqh Maxim. This is a courses that is ongoing every Sunday, which is tomorrow will be a class. It's going to be a last class tomorrow. But we want to improve the experience. In the near future, all the Islamic studies courses will be available in LMS platform, where students can access the materials virtually anywhere. What is LMS? Learning Management System, kudos. A platform for delivery of educational courses or training programs. It helps the instructor deliver material to the students, administer tests and other assignments, track student progress, and manage record keeping. Sister Nadia will be so happy, having all of this data in one place. And this is the interface, more or less, because we are still working on it. So the live stream student, they will see the courses on the main page, and then, for example, if you go to one of the courses, Clean Din Fiqh Purification, they will see the course description and the instructor bio, and then scroll down. they will see all the other information about the courses. And then, once we go to the courses, for example, this is a Good Cooking, Good Looking by Sheikh Shakil. So if you guys are familiar with lynda.com or Udemy, it's easy to understand. You go to the page and just go step by step from course 1 to from class 1 to class 13. For example, if I click class 2, this is going to be the interface. By the way, this is one of the classes from Good Cooking, Good Looking. Sheikh Shakil presenting Indonesian food, rendang. Harris? Yeah, he owned a restaurant. And then, if you go to the CNN, rendang is #1, the most delicious food on earth, according to CNN, not according to me. And then his restaurant has probably one of the best rendang in New York. So just go to his restaurant. Okay, on this page, it will provide audio, PDF of the PowerPoint, text, charts, images, links, etc. So it's richer than only just watching video through livestream.com. And then also all the students can track their progress. These are all the courses that are available, that are the students already enrolled. So they can track the progress. This is a progress bar. And then how about regular internet users? Shows. They love shows. They love something short. They love something entertaining. But, this is something that we are still working on, how to make, da'wah, Quran, a kids program, the Muslim lifestyles interesting enough for them, or can get their attention to really follow the program. So I'm gonna show you glimpses of this platform. So we are working on several programs. Some of them may be launched, maybe not. So we are still working on it. For example, this program, The One and Only, it's about Islam, it's about Tawheed, it's about Aqidah. It's going to be delivered by Asatid from Foundation for Knowledge and Development and some guest ustad too. Quran Decoded. It's going to be about Quran. Some ayah will be picked and recited, and the speaker and the instructor will be will explain the words by words in English. Vast Ocean is going to be about scholars in the past and their lesson for us. The Major Scenes is going to be a series that very, very provocative. Inshallah will be delivered by Ustad Karim Hassan. On the Edge, it's about doubts in, some people have doubts in Islam. So On the Edge is going to talk about it. Also On the Edge will features reverts who have, of course, on the edge of reverting to Islam, and then how the experience can inspire us. Not a Shake. So Not a Shake is going to be short talks by people who want to share their experience Islamically. They are not ustad, they are not a sheikh. In order for them to connect to the target audience, if they can do it, then the target audience can do it, inshallah. My Hero is a part of the Muslim style in Zujaja program. My Hero, inshallah, is going to features some individuals who have Down syndrome kids, who have autistic kids, or probably people who work in the fire department. And halal survivor, it's hard now because it is in the production process. It's going to be about Muslim entrepreneurs who have their idealistic idealism to keep themselves from something haram. As you know, here in this environment, you know, it's much easier to get non-halal job. Okay, I'm gonna close my short talk with showing you a glimpse of Zujaja. It's not a trailer. It's not a full video too, so it's gonna be glimpses. So, you know, you will see, you know, some weird editing. I just want to show you some taste of it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wow, that was amazing, right? MashaAllah, tabarakallah. So with that, we close our luncheon, inshallah ta'ala, with the best part, which is lunch. So you guys, inshallah ta'ala, can enjoy lunch. Just a quick reminder that Salat al-Dhuhr is at 1:45. So we got about like 40 minutes, inshallah ta'ala, to eat. Enjoy yourselves. You could socialize. And as the message says, I as a director here, my fellow directors, Jazakallah khairan to our CEO, Sheikh Shakil Humayun, to all of our employees here, and I hope inshallah ta'ala that we can all build this teamwork as well and continue for many, many more years in the future inshallah ta'ala. Subhanakallah wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.